steer on by grip. Criminals and welcome to a brave new world.
Alex, I'm in Miller's apartment. The man keeps a tight ship.
What do you expect? He's former SAS. Military life will make a neat freak out of anyone. If he's got secrets in there, Adam, they'll be well hidden.
Everyone's got to tell. I just need to know more about him to understand his.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted. You find anything in that apartment yet?
It's like you said, Miller keeps his secrets well hidden. But I'm looking. Alex, just hacked Miller's computer. There's some heavy stuff going on in his personal life, but nothing incriminating.
Keep looking. We may not get another chance at this.
Akcie VersaLife, které od minulého kvartálu klesly už o 6%, si i nadále vedou chabě, poté co investoři zaznamenali pokles prodejů neurokozinu. Výkonný ředitel velmi brzy začít vykazovat zisky.
I think I got something, Alex. Miller's NSN access card. He must have left it behind when he logged into his second computer.
His second computer? Anything incriminating on it?
Haven't checked it yet. But I'm starting to think the only way we'll learn more is by hearing all of that NSN conversation.
Shit, man, that's risky. But we may have to.
Why? You find something on VersaLife?
It ain't good. Meet me in the small courtyard near TF-29. I'll explain.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Policie vyšetřuje ohavnou vraždu, která se dnes v noci stala v pražské čtvrti Překážka. Žádáme, aby zůstali, aby se v noci zdržovali na bezpečných a dobře osvětlených chodbách.
Na to variano.
Sir?
Alex, you here?
Hey, thanks for being quick. Didn't want to be seen hanging around by myself for too long in case you got held up.
I can be a gentleman, sometimes. You said you got something on VersaLife.
Yeah, a couple of months back, a research assistant was found dead in the Roca Seca beach facility. Special Projects Division. She was poisoned, just like Rucker.
She. You got her name?
Anik Norstad. Why? You know somebody there?
Doesn't matter. Forget it.
I can't stand VersaLife, Adam. Back when I was flying for Bell Tower in Panama, I stumbled into deep shit with them. They're the reason I've got a target on my back. They told my bosses to kill me.
If they're involved in this, we'll get them. We just need to know what this is. Tell me more about this researcher.
The information we found on Norstad was buried deep. No police report, no autopsy. Just a footnote on an insurance claim, calling it an industrial accident.
She was working with dangerous pathogens, wasn't she?
Supposedly. Janus thinks there's more to it. He's the one who found the report. Said it was off.
Off how?
Lots of blank spaces and missing details. Didn't really go into it.
And you didn't think to ask, did you?
Are you saying I fucked up?
I'm saying Janus thinks a lot of things. And somehow always manages to find the answer when nobody else can. You don't find that odd?
I find it reassuring. The Collective has people everywhere gathering all kinds of intel. But Janus is what holds us together, helps us make sense of it. He picks the signal out of the static.
And yet you've never met him.
Nobody meets Janus. Nobody even knows where he is, who he is, hell, even what he is. Get used to it after a while. For me, the key thing is what he finds. Norstad was poisoned, Adam, just like Rucker. Are we looking at some kind of bioweapon here?
Miller's access card might help us find out.
How? I don't follow you.
NSN exchanges are stored in the system's cloud memory. If I log in as Miller using his access card, I might be able to play back more of that conversation he had with the bosses.
Shit, Adam, this isn't like planting a bug. You have to actually use the chair. For a while. If anyone catches you.
It's a risk I'm willing to take.
Your call. But I want to be plugged in and listening the whole time you're in there. Just be careful, man. Call me when you've accessed the machine.
wouldn't treat a dog like
Who else would? We're in this together.
Ukaž mi doklady, Auku. A žádný zbrklý pohyby.
You watch American television, don't you?
Skvělý, typický nafoukaný amík. Všechno se točí kolem vás, co? PH 847. Tak to vidím prvně. Ale souhlasí to.
Glad to hear it.
Tak ty rozumíš, jo? Dobrý, rozuměj, že na mě ty fajnový číslíčka na tvým ID žádnej dojem nedělají. A teď pohyb. Celý oddělení je skorumpovaný.
Měli nás na to poslat.
I'm telling you, I hear whispers in the wall.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Population agenda. Big.
Don't shoot. We're
Shit.
journalists.
Who invited the agent type?
Who are you? What do you want? Why are you here? You here because of the Dubai story? The article about the moon base? The clones on the moon base? Who sent you?
I'm here for Sam's dad. You in charge?
I take charge, but I'm not in charge, man. No one owns or dictates the truth. Freedom of information is a collective right, and a collective responsibility. That said, you gonna break someone's nose? You break my nose.
I didn't come here to break anything. I just need you to cooperate.
I spent my 20s in a commune, man. I'm all about cooperation.
Good. It's about something you've been looking into. It's making some people nervous. What do you know about Praha Dovos?
Oh, that little import company? I know there's more than boxes in the basement. We've seen agent types come in and out. The place is a curtain. The first in a series of many. Pull them all back and you'll find... There. Tell me I'm wrong.
It's a dead end.
Right. Guys like you always come down here because of dead ends.
Fine. Then what if it's something other people are already looking into? If someone like you makes too much noise, that may compromise any chance they have of uncovering something bigger. Do you understand?
I'm supposed to believe we're colleagues now? You men in black types, you walk into Picus newsroom, tell them to be hush-hush about something, and they do it. But that's not how it works here. One day, you will all be exposed. If not by me, then someone just like me. Samizdat isn't one voice. K isn't one man.
What did you mean when you said K wasn't one man?
K is an ideal, the intangible leader of tangible resistance. You can kill me, but then little K would become K. Kill little K and Bones over there becomes K. There's always a K.
And what if you kill Bones?
You can't kill Bones, man. Bones isn't real. I think he was one of them. He was supposed to be a prince of Belgium, man, but then he broke his condition. We found him inside this fucking cult, all confused, so we reprogrammed him with the truth.
Right. Suppose I needed to make a deal with Samizdat. There's no one person I can talk to?
Depends on the deal. I mean, there's always going to be an editor. Editor makes the final call on all published material. That would be me.
So you could ensure that something doesn't get talked about?
Depends on the deal.
I need you to stop looking into Brahadovos, but not for the reasons you assume.
Relax, I get it. You don't think I do, but I do. You've got to appease your military industrial masters. We've all been there, man.
I'm not who you think I am. The kinds of people who manipulate the news, who cover things up. You don't need to convince me that's who the enemy is.
The enemy is anyone who conceals the truth. And that's exactly what you're asking me to do. To pretend like that little import company isn't hiding something.
I'm asking you to see a difference between conspiracy and discretion. Between people who hide information in order to push their own agendas and those who need to stay off the radar in order to do their jobs. You, of all people, should understand.
Okay. Okay, look. You seem like a reasonable guy. Huh? Hell, I've usually been punched by now. I find this refreshing. Here's the deal. We promise to forget all about Prahadovos and stay out of your way as long as you give us something better.
What do you suggest?
The only thing I hate more than secret organizations are toothless media conglomerates who don't hold anyone accountable, who spit lie after lie after lie. So I propose a trade. There are places my people can't get into. You get into one of those places and find me some dirt on the real enemy here. Picus Media. Do that, and I'll cut whatever you want me to cut. Who knows? Maybe you'll even learn something.
All right, what do you want to know about Picus?
I want skeletons! The kind that companies like Picus come all the way to Prague just to bury. Corporate archiving, man.
Corporate archiving, huh? You asking me to break into a bank?
I'm not talking vaults here. Ashani Talvar, the Palisade CEO, she leverages her clients, keeps information about them close at hand. She's got something on Picus, I know it. I just can't get to it, but I bet you could. You poke into her office, find something that proves how nasty Picus is, how much they love to piss on the truth, and I promise you this, I'll misplace any file you want.
I'll look into it. In the meantime, don't publish anything until I get back.
Don't worry. Oh, and while you're there, feel free to snoop around. Who knows what else you might learn.
We'll see.
Do not touch me. I don't want to.
much going on.
Be nice to find another bottle. Something to keep us going. And then I said,
Stay away.
I see you.
my goodness.
To be in Gollum City.
He told me as long as it
So wide.
Alex, I'm in. Anything I need to know before I start up this chair?
Every NSN is different, man, so I'm not sure what to expect. I'm guessing you'll end up in some kind of virtual conference room. No one else should be in there.
And if they are?
They'll see you as Miller, so say something snippy and log off.
Okay. Where do I find these stored conversations?
Hell if I know. This is your plan. But holographic recordings take up a lot of virtual memory, so you may have to look in several places.
I'll just have to play it by ear.
Exactly. The whisper chip is still in place, though, so we'll both know when you've done it. Good luck, Adam.
This is different.
Sending your team to Dubai was my call, but now we need to go by the book. Focus on Ark.
You want me to pin all of this on them? The bombings in Prague, the break-in at VersaLife, Dubai?
Officially, all 5 attacks involved augmented terrorists. Is that clear?
Yes, sir. But send the reports if you want me to prove it. Because Ark doesn't operate in North America.
Place call, Hong Kong Alpha 10, priority message. We've got a problem. Miller wants to see a report on the break-in.
What break-in?
The one your San Francisco research facility is supposed to have any day now.
What? What exactly did you tell him? Never mind. I'll take care of it. In fact, it may even help me clean up a related incident. What have you heard from our man inside Ark?
Not much. He has to be careful transmitting. Rucker may be onto him.
Then it's time for him to use the Orchid. Tell him.
Killing Rucker... Are you sure it's a good idea? I mean, it'll certainly make things easier during Phase 2, but...
Are you doubting me, Joseph?
I'm merely concerned that the rest of the Council might not like your call. They seem less cohesive these days.
Rucker's death may upset some of them. But at this juncture, Brown is the only person we pay attention to. Once Rucker is dead, I'm positive he's going to make his move. Do it!
End call. Alex, did you get all that?
Hell yeah. Don't tell me this isn't the proof we're looking for, Adam. This is big. Janus needs to hear it.
I want to talk to him this time. Set it up. Let me know where.
I'll see what I can do. Later, man.
Adam, what are you doing in here?
Suppose I can ask you the same thing, Delara.
I'm worried about Vince Black, the head of our organized crime division. I was leaving a message for Director Miller asking if he's heard from him.
Black's still deep undercover inside the Diwali organization, isn't he?
The kind of deep that can be hard to swim back from sometimes, yeah. He's supposed to meet with me once a week so I can bring him back into the shallows, only he never showed for our first meeting.
From what I know of the Diwali, their influence extends outside of the Czech Republic. Maybe he's out of town.
Maybe. Maybe you could find out?
Sure. I think I can do some digging around for you. When was the last time you heard from him?
First and last time was in his office a few days ago. He seemed antsy, kind of nervous that I was there, you know?
Well, then maybe I'll poke around his office a little while I'm here.
Why stop now, right? Well, listen, Adam, Lyon's waiting on my initial batch of reports, and I'm sure Director Miller wouldn't be too pleased to find us standing in his office, so... Unless there's something else, I think this is where I'll check out.
You mentioned Leon is expecting your first batch of reports. You don't answer to Director Miller?
I'm a civilian employee, specializing in habituating deep cover operatives.
You're not an agent. So why did you choose to work with badges?
I started out working for LIM International, helping patients cope with the emotional strain of augmentation. After the incident, I needed to change my focus. Interpol was looking, so I moved my clinic to the public sector.
So you answer directly to Joseph Mandley?
It was Joe's idea to get a psychological clinic up and running inside our field offices. But listen, Adam, I have a small mountain of agent files to process, so if there isn't anything else...
Alright, well, like you said, we probably should get going. I'll let you know if I find out anything about Black.
Thanks again, Adam. Hopefully it turns out to be nothing. It's just chatter on top of chatter.
All the way to the repertory center.
causing several Fortune 500 companies to go bankrupt. Between you and me, folks, the Collective is one of the most dangerous criminal organizations in the world, despite whatever praises the underground. This is the last report.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
And we at Palisade Property Bank have made addressing those concerns priority. Information archived within the walls of Palisade Property Bank is beyond the legal jurisdiction of any government.
Delara, I'm in Vince's office. I think I have a lead. An appointment Vince made with an informant.
That sounds promising, Adam. You willing to follow up?
Only way to find out what happened to him.
If something happened to him. Let's not assume the worst just yet.
Adam, Janus heard the NSN conversation we recovered. He agrees you two should meet.
Good. Just tell me where.
There's an abandoned tourist information center in the central plaza. Make sure you're not followed. And I got something on Marchenko for you, too. Details are on a pocket secretary near the meetup point. Look for a trash bin with a chalk mark above it. You'll find it near the metro.
Got it.
Can't defend against that kind of team.
Radši bych rozdával lístky za špatný parkování.
Kansas are pretty quiet. Haven't scared.
Kež bychom tak mohli zastřelit každýho auga, co uvidíme.
Man, did you hear Lazarus' latest? He says the Illuminati is involved.
You shouldn't listen to that crap. It will rot your brain.
Are you insane? He's the only one telling us the truth.
Look, madam. Your papers state right here that you are
You see that murder scene? Go see for yourself. Did you see that murder scene?
Should we be arresting you know who by...
Orders are orders.
Sir,
We can't let them get away. You have to tell us. I recognize you. We're neighbors. I've seen you in our building. You're very difficult to miss. By chance, did someone send you to investigate?
No, no one sent me. What happened here?
It's horrible. An augmented woman was killed, just outside of where we live. She looks like she was my age.
Do you have any idea who she was?
No, I've never seen her before. It's so sad that nothing will be done about this. Org victims are not high on the list of police priorities. To them, it's like a dog lying in the street. You're not a cop, are you?
I was a cop once. Old habits die hard.
In America?
Yeah, Detroit. It was a long time ago.
I bet you have a lot of experience. You're used to this sort of thing.
What about you? What's your interest in all this? Morbid curiosity?
God, no. I want nothing more than to go home. Detective Montag, he's making me stay. He thinks I saw something.
Did you see something?
Maybe. I think I would rather not say, to be honest. Because if I had seen something, and if I started talking about it, wouldn't that put me in danger?
You may not think much of the police here. I may not think much of them either. But that doesn't mean you should hold back information.
They don't have it in them to protect me. They have neither the will nor the courage.
Be that as it may, still probably your best hope for helping to catch the killer.
I know. It's just that I don't trust the police. I would feel safer with someone like you. You have more reason to be invested in this than they do. You're augmented, like the victim was. And you look like you could actually protect me.
It's not my case.
But maybe you could help. Please, neighbor. Talk to Detective Montag. At least see how it's going. Make sure he doesn't think he's on vacation just because the victim is an Aug.
I'll talk to the officer in charge and see where he is with the investigation. If I can help him, I will.
Thank you. Suppose I end up remembering something later. Is there a way for me to contact you?
You planning to run off on me already?
The first chance I get. There are times for standing in the cold, but this isn't one of them. I just want to go home, bolt the door, and never come out again. Of course, I will wait for Detective Montag to say it's okay first. And I'll still try to answer whatever questions you may have.
I can give you access to my info link. You should feel free to use it if you have to.
Thank you, neighbor. Talk to you about what happened. How come she talks to him and not to me?
So, Daria was actually talking to you, huh? I could barely get 2 words out of her. What did she say? Did she see anything?
You mean your witness over there? She's not sure yet.
How can she not be sure? Either she saw something or she didn't.
She's scared. She thinks she might be in danger. I told her she'll be fine and that whoever did this would be caught. I'd like to believe that's true.
Sure, so would I. But as you can see, the victim was like you, augmented. That makes things a little more complicated, eh? Being a cop in this city, it's not always about doing the right thing, or about doing things the right way.
I was a cop for 12 years. I know all about getting bad orders. The difference between what you're told to do and what you know is right.
Tell me about it. So, how did you reconcile yourself with those kinds of orders?
I quit.
I'm 2 months away from the beach. I'm not quitting. But I respect your idealism.
It was a long time ago. I work for Interpol now.
Interpol, huh? Listen, off the record, I've been told to forgo any unnecessary investigation. I want you to know, it's not my idea of how things should be done.
Who told you to forego the investigation?
Men who spend more time making policies than arrests. They want the victim's husband, Johnny Gunn, ex-PMC operative. Heavily augmented.
All right. So if you're not comfortable with this, if you know things aren't being handled the way they should, why not do something about it?
I thought I just did. Just because my hands are tied doesn't mean Interpol can't conduct a parallel investigation. Crime scene's right over there, and Johnny lives just a couple of blocks from here.
I never said I was going to work your case for you.
Sure you did. Isn't that more or less the promise you made your little friend over there? She won't talk to a cop because she doesn't trust us. Smart girl. Look, my orders are to arrest the husband. You take a look around. Get to Johnny before my guys do. Who knows? Maybe we'll actually learn something.
I'll let you know what I find.
Careful of the evidence.
Who do they think they are?
Pretty obvious what happened here.
Something is going to push.
It was just a matter of time before they got her.
Before who got her?
She's that journalist. The one writing all those things about you know who.
You'll have to fill me in.
Radko Maximilian Perry? The local anti-AUG politician? That's Angela Gunn lying there. She's the one that's been writing about him. There was a threat of a scandal and everything. Coincidence?
Sounds like someone should go after this guy, ask him some questions.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Just, if you do that, please don't mention me. I don't want to end up like her.
What else can you tell me about Radko?
The guy's a sleazy piece of shit. That's all there is to it.
And you think he's capable of murder?
Absolutely.
Did you actually see anything?
I just got here, so I see what you see. A dead, augmented journalist.
Thanks.
Gruesome, isn't it?
Away from things. They love to tear us apart.
Didn't think so.
You think I don't know what's going on here?
Feels like I'm freezing into a solid chunk of ice.
Mám si dát další.
What can I get you? Beer? Something else?
What else have you got?
Oh, just an item of interest.
For someone who lives off of their sales, you're unusually reserved.
Well, sometimes it's hard to know who to trust, especially these days. For example, I don't suppose you have any neuropozyne you would be willing to spare, do you?
Sorry, I don't.
That's okay, I understand. Times are tough. Is there anything I can do for you?
Nothing, thanks.
Okay, but I'm not sure why you wasted your time coming in here.
Oh,
No, I don't believe it.
She's just lying. They should at least cover her. Would you piss off the police duty?
You think I don't know what's going on?
I think he found something.
Away from the crime scene, sir.
Just keep moving. Keep the blood.
Once upon a time, I could have shoved newspapers under my clothes. Another reason is I hate technology.
Just because Monte trusts him doesn't mean I do.
I've got nothing else to say.
Your turn to buy the coffee.
You think I don't know what's going on here? You think I don't know what's going on here?
Feels like I'm
I thought he was around for something.